So we're here with the Governor General, Sir Frederick Valentine, and you have been integral in this process with the WPP, which is the World Pediatric Project. Tell me, how do you feel about this mission here?
This particular mission is of some significance to us because for years, we've had children with scoliosis, which is a curvature of the spine, and people ignore them. They're taunted in school, and it actually impedes their physical development. And for the first time, we have a group of dedicated people who can straighten their spine and get them back to near normal. I think of significance, there was a young girl who was practically bedridden a few years ago. They dealt with her, and now, they tell me she's in university.
Nice.
So this is, it's really an amazing thing that they're doing. It is very complicated surgery, not done very much throughout the Caribbean. In fact, I'm speaking about the English-speaking Caribbean. In fact, the same WPP team has started doing that surgery in Barbados. I mean, it wasn't even done there before.
Right.
So if you're unlucky to have that kind of malformation of your spine, then you're at a disadvantage for the rest of your life. So the fact that we're able to, make a significant change in an individual's life is really heartening to me.
The WPP is very dear to your heart. Why?
Well, because I started this from the inception, watched it grow, and until it's mushroomed into this huge behemoth of medical care. I've always had a love for children, and the fact that we've been able to touch and change the lives of so many young children who otherwise would not have had that kind of care is really fulfilling to me. I think of the things I've done in medicine, not many, let me say. I think this is one that's probably has had the greatest impact on the medical care of children in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Okay. Well, we really appreciate the work that you have been doing with the WPP and the work that you continue to do. And I think it was important to highlight the integral role that you play in the process. So I thank you for taking the time out to do this interview with me. And I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. So we're here with Sister Jacqueline King, and the WPP team is here again, and this time it's cardiology with a focus on scoliosis. Just give me a little synopsis.
This is cardiology.
Just cardiology?
No, you said no.
Cardiology with a focus on scoliosis?
No, it is scoliosis. Orthopedic.
Oh, orthopedic. Okay. Ready? Okay. So we're here with Sister King, and another WPP team is here. This time the focus is on scoliosis. Just give me a synopsis of this mission and what to expect from it.
Okay, this mission is orthopedic and it's specific to scoliosis. And it started out as a surgical mission. However, the team realized that there were a few cases that they wanted to review. Hence, it extended a little bit. So instead of having the 8 cases, we saw a total of 19 children. Out of that, we had 14 from St. Vincent, 3 from St. Lucia, and 2 from Grenada, with another one pending to come in tomorrow night. So already we have 7 cases scheduled for surgery starting Monday. They will be doing 2 cases per day. Each case would last in the vicinity of 5 to 6 hours. So they can do 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. It's highly intensive labor, and of course they intend to do the 8 cases. To date, we have done 49 cases with another mission to do 8 this year as well, with one child who came to have his hardware extended because he had some issues. So This team is out of St. Louis, Missouri. It is brand new. They've never been here before, and they're accompanied by the Director of Missions, Mrs. Kate Corbett. She brought them in, and she's here providing some support. They came in last night. They are ready to work, and they have hit the ground running. So we're hoping to have a very productive week. From clinic today, everything went well. The teams bonded. They've been to the operating theater. They set up the pace for tomorrow, so everything is ready to move on.
And this pretty much is just a welcome.
This is a welcome. This welcome was extended by the Prime Minister. He's done it before. This time, of course, this team was fortunate to be selected to be at his residence, and they were blown away because, of course, they didn't think this was. It was like the trump card.
Oh,
and
nice.
They really felt very excited to be here and to know that here it is, the Prime Minister has started opening his home to them to say thank you.
All right, and welcome to St. Vincent. I hope you're liking it so far.
I am. Thank you very much for having us. It's a beautiful place.
And so far, you guys hit the ground running. What have you been able to achieve to this point?
So we just flew in yesterday, Saturday night, and then today so far we've seen the patients for this week for surgery, as well as identifying some for surgery next time as well, and then just follow up with some other patients. So the clinic, we saw that aspect of it, and we also went to the operating room to get things set up. I understand it's a brand new operating room, which is very exciting, and so we're very looking forward to operating in there. And so we just kind of ironed out some kinks and got our equipment set up, and so everything hopefully will be smooth sailing tomorrow.
Okay, this is your first time in St. Vincent, right?
It is my first time here, our maiden trip with the World Pediatric Project as well. So we're all very excited to be able to work and help here in any way.
And your focus would be on?
Scoliosis, yeah. So primarily my interest is scoliosis, my specialty is scoliosis, but my training is neurosurgery and scoliosis surgery as well.
Okay, and how many patients you're expecting to see?
So this week we're planning to treat 9 children for scoliosis. We saw almost 20 in clinic.
Okay, well thank you so much, and I hope you continue to enjoy your stay in St. Vincent.
I have no doubt I will. Thank you very much for having us.
All right, no problem. So we're here with Kate Corbett, and she's a senior program director, and she's here accompanying the team to give them some moral support, as well as to do what she does best, to just continue to give love and support to the entire process. Tell me about this trip.
So we're here in St. Vincent this week with a spine mission to focus on kids that have scoliosis, spine conditions. And it's very exciting because during this mission we will also be using our new World Pediatric Project dedicated operating theater.
Awesome. And this team, some of the members are new.
All of them
Wow.
are brand new. This team comes from 5 different states in the United States. So that's exciting, spreading, World Pediatric Project beyond St. Louis and Richmond.
Nice.
And so, yeah, this is all their first mission, and they're just stepping in and rolling with it and ready to help so many kids.
And they have hit the ground running, and they seem to be gelling really well together. How complicated is it, pulling them together and giving them that support that they need to get the job done this week?
Yeah, well, I think Dr. Steve Huang, who is the lead surgeon, really put together an amazing team. They did not know they didn't all know each other, but he knew the personalities to do international work, and he pulled them together. And then with all the work that World Pediatric Project does in preparation for the mission, and then with the support we get here from our staff and the Minister of Health and the Permanent Secretary and the Prime Minister, everything has come together for us to really have a wonderful week of healing children.
We're actually at the Prime Minister's residence. He extended that invitation to the team. How do they feel about that?
They were overwhelmed. It's such an incredible honor, and what I feel that they see from the very beginning is how invested the leadership and the government is to the program of WPP and healing their children. So the fact that they are invited to come to the Prime Minister's home just shows his extraordinary support to the children and families of St. Vincent and to World Pediatric Project.
Okay, thank you so much, Kate, and we look forward to continue doing marvelous things with you.
Thank you. Me too. Thank you, dear.
So we're here with Caitlin, and she's representing Medtronic. And you're just pretty much going to tell me about their role in this process in terms of you being here and the support.
Yeah, absolutely. So Medtronic we're actually the largest medical device company in the world. So we do supply everything, not just spine surgery. So we do cardiac and joints and all of that. But our role here is my company, Medtronic, donates all the instrumentation and the implants to WPP to provide care for all of these kids we're going to do surgery on this week.
Okay, and how do you feel being here?
Oh, I love it. Yes, this is actually the second mission trip that I've done, and it's a phenomenal experience. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed being able to take part in something like this. It's incredibly rewarding.
But this is your first time in St. Vincent?
This is my first time in St. Vincent, yes.
And so far?
Love it. Absolutely beautiful.
So you definitely
Absolutely
come
beautiful.
back?
Oh, for sure. If you'll have me back.
We will,
I will
definitely
be here next
have
year,
you back.
For sure.
You will be back. We'll have you back anytime.
Okay, good.
All right, so the work that you're doing with the children, how important is that to your company?
Oh, it's great. Medtronic takes a tremendous amount of pride in being able to provide these services and provide these implants and instrumentation to these kids who are so in need of it. So it's not a very difficult ask when someone like myself goes to the company and says, this is the trip that we would like to do. Will you support it? They are always willing to do so.
And for your maiden trip, being invited to the Prime Minister's residence, how is that feeling? What does that feel like?
Oh, that was a tremendous honor. We were all very surprised to get the invitation the other day. So we're very excited to be here.
Okay.
Very excited.
And what is your feeling on it now that you're actually here? What is that feeling like?
I absolutely love it. It's the most gorgeous home, and he is a wonderful, wonderful man. Such a great storyteller as well. And just it's surprising and amazing how welcoming he is to us, and how he was so gracious for the work that we're doing here. And it's really gratifying. It's great to hear.
And how would you say the team is gelling together?
Oh, great. Yes, a lot of us knew each other prior to. Some of us had worked in the same institution, others had worked with each other in the past, and yeah, we had a great day today getting everything set up, and I think we're getting along really well with everybody else on your side of things as well. So it's great.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
And please come back.
Oh, I certainly will. I'm waiting for my invite.
All right.
Okay, good.
Dr. Suman Cassar, Chief Medical Officer. The WPP team is here for another mission. And how do you feel about them being here?
I'm very happy that they're here. This is a new team coming from Philadelphia, New York, and Boston. They will be doing scoliosis. This is yet another scoliosis mission, and we're very pleased to have them, and we are also very pleased that they'll be able to utilize the renovated operating theater and the WPP dedicated operating theater. So quite happy.
Yeah, they mentioned that this is the first time this particular team is coming, and they're the very first team to be using this operating theater.
Yes.
How do you feel as Chief Medical Officer that we're able to have it up and running at this time?
I'm very happy. I'm very happy that they're using it, because they've outfitted this operating theater to the tune of $1.2 million in equipment. So I'm very happy that they can utilize it. But even more so, I am happy that the operating theater suite, the entire facility, is open once again. Because as you would know, because we were in our temporary facility downstairs, we had to cut back on the number of surgeries we were doing. We didn't have the capacity to do to meet the demands. So I'm extremely happy and relieved that we have moved back into the female surgical ward, which allows us to have more admitting capacity. I'm happy that we're upstairs and that everybody is going to benefit from this, not just WPP. I'm extremely happy that WPP can utilize their theater, but also I am relieved and happy that the entire staff the entire country, adults and pediatrics, will be able to benefit from the reopening of our operating theatre. And that is the most important component.